Welcome everyone to Skyshine's Bedlam version 2.5 tutorial. This new version includes a tactics mode. We listened to the communities and decided to go ahead and add this awesome mode. So we're going to show it today.
Cool.
And my sidekick here, Denise.
We're just going to run through this tutorial for you. So there's a couple buttons on the home page, tutorials that you can actually go through.
And they are helpful, by the way, so you might want to watch them.
And some settings. We also have a play run and a challenge run, which is...
So challenge run is basically you get one chance to make it up through the map, if you want, or the world of Bedlam, with a random dozer, random crew, and very limited supplies.
It's cool.
It's very challenging.
Yeah, it had some elite characters and stuff like that, so it's a lot of fun to play. We're going to go ahead and start with the play mode. Here's some tooltips for you guys to read through. We'll also walk through them right now with you. Obviously, we are going to...
That's our little Giga robot that she just canceled. But you can also bring them back up again by hitting the question mark up on top. There you go.
Awesome. Cool. This is our bone shaker.
So the thing about this Bedlam is that you can unlock other dozers by getting to Aztec City with each dozer beforehand and defeating the evil Viscera. And once you do, you unlock the next dozer in progression. So to complete the whole game, you actually need to get down to Aztec City 4 times and defeat the 4 incarnations of Viscera.
So you kind of read through the dozer. Here are your weapons and equalizers that come with each dozer. You have the arcade mode, which is the original 2-turn action point mode, and then you've got your tactics mode, which is on this new update for us on the 2.5.
Right, we also brought back difficulty levels for version 2.5.
Centuries from now,
so this is
long after the barren
video. You
age.
can skip it by clicking the button during it and then hitting X, which we just did.
Cool. Some more tooltips. We've got basically here. Here's where to start by going to the green arrows. Some additional tooltips for things to click on.
Right, we know this is the world of Bedlam. You got to start from Byzantine and drive all the way down to Aztec City.
And what you want to do is collect resources, which are power cells, crude, meat. It's also here on your legend. So let's go ahead and kind of start through and drive through this way since it's got a couple power cells. When you hover over this point, you've got, it takes you 1 day, 35 crude, and 20 meat to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and click the check mark. Here's your status bar up here, and it's basically tells you the number of days traveled. It tells you the amount of crude used, amount of meat, and the number of power cells that you currently have. So you can go ahead and read through this storyline at your leisure, but I'm going to continue to drive through. I'm going to click go. It takes me 4 days, 140 crude, so it's going down, and some meat. Going to click through again. Okay, we are defending the dozer. So basically...
So, yeah, we got boarded by a bunch of marauders in this case. We were traveling down the road during Bedlam. Bedlam is chaos after all.
So dozer weapons are unavailable inside the vehicle. So what that means is you can't launch your dozer weapons. Here are your tooltips. You got to select the right crew. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop and make it an all-girl team.
She's going a little fast for you, but we have 4 types of guys, or crew members. Deadeyes, frontliners, gunslingers, and trenchers. Each one has a unique range, movement, and damage capability, but you can see that by hovering or clicking on them. And then, oh, that's you, by the way.
Me.
Look much better in person, yeah. And you can see all the details, the storyline, all that kind of stuff by hitting that up arrow up there. You can also give them unique names if you wanted to, like, whatever you want to call it, okay. Add that, and you can call her May Grimm or Rita Palm or whatever you want to call them. So basically, you want to bring in a kind of a rounded crew. You can bring in less than 4, but typically you're going to want 4, especially in tactics mode.
Because you get 4 action points.
Because you get action points based on the number of crew you bring in.
Yeah. So you can kind of see their stats, their health, and we're going to go ahead and click go to start the battle. So the first time you battle, it's going to go through a tutorial to help you out, and we'll kind of go through it right now as well.
A noob tutorial.
So you got left click and right click to move. Again, it's right click to move and then left click to select or attack. You have got your range, which are the lighter, whiter cells. Your red circles are your action or your target points. And then when you see a big circle like that, that means that you can hit the enemy. You also have your blitz meter, or your action point turn. Right now we have 4 players, so that's 4 action points.
Right, and you keep in mind that blitz does not happen in tactics mode.
Right, only in arcade mode.
Yep.
You've got your weapons down here. Obviously, our weapons we can't use inside the desert, so it's grayed out. But then you can use these 3 equalizers, and you have 30 power cells to go ahead and use for this battle. And then on the top bar, you have a way to flee. You have a way to check everyone's health. You also can check settings, and most importantly is the help button.
And a quick note about fleeing: if you do flee a dozer battle or like a border battle, you lose the game immediately. And in other battles, you lose passengers. So realistically, in the game, you can only flee a few battles before the game ends.
Right. And then you've got your damage head. So when you click on the people, you'll see that it will pop up. You've got the health in the center, and then you've got how much damage you could do, which is 5. And then if you're in range for them, they'll show you how much damage they can do to you. You've got these resources that you want to pick up, and you've got booby trap resources as well, which are fun because you either get 2 times power cells or you
take a little bit of damage.
Exactly.
It does 4 damage to you.
Here's some additional things to remember. Leveling up after 3 kills. You take half damage on cover. We'll kind of go over that throughout the game so you can see what we're talking about. Again, if you can't remember or if you want to get a refresher, go ahead and click the help button and we'll pop everything back up. So you'll see here, when I start selecting my crew, which is the guys or the girls, the ladies in blue, you'll see kind of their range, which is the white cells, and then also
movement range.
Yeah. And then where they can like attack.
And what she's doing right now is she's hovering in her movement range with the cursor, and that shows you if she moved there with that guy. Click on the front line again, and then so like walk out towards the cover. So if she brought the frontliner out to the blue spot, then she'll be able to attack those squares around that area. That's what that's basically showing.
So for this, I'm going to just kind of move on up.
So then by moving, she just used 1 action point.
Right.
So now she only has 2 left because she moved 2 guys or 2 girls. Now she has 1 more action point.
I'm going to go ahead and get some power cells.
There you go.
Power.
And you don't have to move every crew member. You could move 1 guy a few times and things like that.
Now, if you shoot a guy, it takes 2 action points. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this dude.
So she has 4 action points every turn. She just used 2 of them by attacking. So she could attack again if they were in range, because she is.
So yeah.
With the gunslinger, so she can click on the gunslinger and then attack the same guy again and do 3 points of damage. That's her end of her turn.
Ooh.
Now the computer's going to do the same thing.
Oh.
And myrtleize you.
Okay.
Now keep in mind that since she didn't pay attention up there, that guy's dead for good.
Yeah. Now I only have 3 action points because I have 3 people left. I'm gonna shoot that dude.
So now she has 1 action point because she just attacked again.
I'm going to take some cover. Ooh.
So since she was in cover, kneeling, she only took half damage. So
which is a good thing.
it's a very useful thing to kind of sit in your cover if you start getting weakened.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's shoot this dude.
And shotgunners, we call them, or trenchers, they tend to, when they shoot an enemy, they blow them back 3 spaces.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is checking to see who I can hit immediately without having to move. And then this guy's got a lot of damage, so I'm going to go ahead and kill him down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. So what I want to do is use my equalizer, which I'm going to hover over, because I want to heal a little bit so that I don't lose my guy for good. So I'm going to do the trauma cocktail and recover 3 health. So I have 2, and now
You have 6.
I have 6.
Apparently it's 4.
4. So we'll fix that up as well. Let's see, what should we do? This person I can get rid of for good.
So keep in mind, if she doesn't get the resources on the battlefield, she will lose them.
So one thing to also note is I got 6 damage and 2 kills already, so this one will make me a 3rd kill, which means I'm veteran up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And when you become a veteran, you get full health and more damage. So it's a great way to, in the middle of a battle, to kind of heal yourself too if you're close to getting the 3rd kill.
So now we got some POIs, and those
Side
are
POIs.
side POIs that are great to collect resources. They cost less than crude, so it's always good to visit them. You can get
Yeah, we got to. So go and get back to the map if we don't. So we collected 15 power cells there. So the other thing we got to remember now is the dozer rooms. So when you travel in the world, one of the things that you got to worry about is your dozer, and you can upgrade your dozer in 4 different ways: healing time, crude usage, meal, the cost of weapons, and also meat. How much meat gets used per day. So as you're traveling to the world and you have excess power cells, you want to kind of update the level of those so that you can travel farther with less crude.
Right. Here you also have a button so you can click and review your weapons and equalizers, and also you can check out your crew here as well. So you'll see that this one veteraned up, and so it now causes 8 damage, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and drive to another side POI. I'm at the low threat level right now, and let's see. So that means the battles aren't going to be as hard as we're going to get to the higher one. So I lost 1 person in this last battle, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in another frontliner because that's who I lost in that last battle. So go ahead and get to the battle. Let's see, what do we have here? Just scroll out a little, see where they're at.
Oh yeah, remember if you can pan them out, you can pan the battlefield by holding down the left mouse and moving the mouse, or you can also use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and collect this resource. Right click to move. There we go. Yeah, so I got double. So now I'm at 48, which is perfect.
So now we're gonna demo one of our weapons for you.
Yeah.
And since the enemy is kind of clustered, it's a real good way to get the enemy. So what she did was she clicked on the weapon, and then she confirmed it, and that brings out a decal that you can move around on the battlefield. You want to kind of position it so all the enemies are covered, if possible, and then drop it by hitting the left mouse button. And so now, with Skyshine Distillery, all the enemies are drunk. So what they will do is they will shoot themselves or eat members of their own team instead of you. So this is a good time to go and get resources, or take out a straggler here and there. But now they're going to use their turns to shoot each other. And it'll last 3 turns. So you have to plan accordingly as far as like taking their guys out or collecting resources. It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
And if you happen to get drunk, you actually miss when you shoot. But she's not drunk, so...
Meat.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Go here.
But now you blocked them because line of sight, so now they can't shoot each other. There you go.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna move into range.
And then on this 3rd turn,
So next time it's gonna wear off. So they've.
I gotta.
Yeah.
This worked.
Try to get some,
wait.
Yeah, one more. So go get some crude or something. Get away from.
I'm gonna use this dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this dude. Okay. Awesome.
Crude.
I love that, boys. Crude.
Oh, and then another thing to remember is, I did.
Yeah, you already talked about that. Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm doing. Let me scoot back a
I'm
little
trying to win
here.
the game here. No.
Okay.
Come on, just take him out. Walk up to him. Yeah, there you go. Get in range.
5. I wanted to kill him in 1 shot. So
There
1.
you go. Yep.
There you
Bam.
go. Sweet. So I collected some resources, won my battle. Moving on through the game.
So now you go, since you got power cells again, you go back to dozer rooms again.
Oh, yeah.
You can highlight it again. So notice how right now the gas is going to take 120 crude to travel there. So hit X. Then go to your dozer rooms and update the level again in engineering a couple times because you got some power cells.
Just for do it all the way.
There you go. Now check it. See, now it only takes 80 crew to get there. So now you're able to get much farther in the world